everyone! Today I'm going to be talking with you about my favorites for the month of November. I love talking about favorites because they're products that I truly believe in and I think that are totally worth the money, and I have everything from makeup to a little bit of skincare to some tools in here, and I hope you enjoy watching what I have to share with you. So here we go. So the first product I have is by Stila, and it is the Heaven's Hue highlighter. I have the shade Kitten, and I think this is just such a beautiful formula. I'm going to swatch it right here. You can see it is very beautiful. It's super lightweight. I put it on the skin after I do my foundation. So I use a liquid foundation, and then before I set my face, I put this on any high points. I have this on my cheeks today. I have a little bit of Milani powder highlight on top of it, but underneath that is the Kitten highlighter. This is beautiful on bare skin as well. It just illuminates the face and looks like you have a dewiness, like a very natural dewiness from the inside out. And I think it's just so pretty if you want to look fresh and pretty without being overdone. This is a great everyday highlighter and I highly recommend it. They come in a lot of different shades. Kitten is probably the darkest I could go, with opal, I think, or opalescence, whatever it's called, being a little bit lighter. I can only really wear 2 shades in the range. A lot of them I feel like are geared towards more medium skin tones and a little bit of the deep skin tones. But Kitten is overall a pretty universal shade unless you're very pale. I am pretty fair. I wouldn't say I'm like extremely fair, but I really like this. I think it's pretty. It's a beautiful formula. The next thing I have is a tool. This is by Yes2, and I actually received this as a gift from my coworker, Cecily. So Cecily, if you're watching this, hi! And I think this is such a handy tool. It applies masks really evenly. I love this the most for like charcoal masks because it gets the layer on like so, or clay masks, I should say, gets the layer on so evenly so everything dries exactly the same in the given amount of time. So whether it's 10 to 15 to 20 minutes, however long you're supposed to leave the mask on, this ensures that it's all dry at the same time, so you don't have those big gloppy patches here and there that haven't been dried. So you really get the full benefits of the mask. Now it says that you can also use the other side to help remove the mask. I personally haven't found that that works that great. It does say that you can use it for peel off masks to help get the corners. I haven't tried it like that yet, but I really do like the silicone applicator of this for a charcoal mask, and I like it so much better than the e.l.f. one because I have that one as well. The e.l.f. one almost is like, it doesn't move enough with the contours of the skin, where this one really is able to like glide very easily on every part of the skin. So I love this. I think this is great. And I love Yes2, and their stuff is pretty affordable too, so I definitely wanted to mention this. The next thing I have a couple of nail polishes. This one is an Essie polish, and this is in the shade Plain Koi. And I absolutely love this color for fall. I think it's so pretty. It just reminds me of fall. This is like the perfect Thanksgiving color, and I think it's just flattering for every skin tone. It's like the perfect like burnt orangey kind of shade. Essie comes out with the best colors. I will say the formula to me of all the Essie, and I'm wearing an Essie on my nails right now, I will say the formula doesn't last as long as other nail polishes in my collection, but their colors are like none other. So they really nail it when it comes to nail polishes. Pun not intended, but yes, I love these. I think this one especially is a favorite of mine. It really stands out from all the other shades. Super pretty. And then I have a couple of gel polishes, so you will not be able to use these unless you have a UV or LED light. This is by the brand Red Carpet. It's sold at Ulta, and this is the shade Couture Chic. It's a very pretty gray green. I don't know how much green is really coming off on camera. It's a very subtle green. And then this one is in the shade, it's hard to see actually. Let's see. Gowning Achievement. Pretty sure that's what that says. It's really hard to see because it's like black text on this really dark purpley burgundy polish. So I really love these. This formula is so great. You definitely need the kit in my opinion. So they sell a separate kit with the base coat and the top coat and the dehydrator, everything like that. But these last on my nails so, so long. Definitely up to 2 weeks, even longer on my toes, you know, because your nails are getting wet and moisture can get underneath the gel. They'll start to come up a little bit on the edges once you get to that like over 2 week mark. So if you do it properly, they'll last you the full 2 weeks. And I just think these look so beautiful. They look very salon professional. And yeah, I absolutely love these, especially since I use my hands a lot at work and I do a lot of washing my hands. I really, really enjoy the formula of these to make my manicure last longer and look prettier. And the next thing I want to talk about is a skincare item, and this is by Indy Lee. This is the CoQ10 toner, and I love this stuff. At first, I wasn't sure how I felt about it, but the longer I use it, the more I like it. What's great about it is it comes in a spray bottle. It has a really fine mist. And it smells really good. It does have more of like a natural herbal smell to it. What's great about CoQ10 is as time goes on and we get older, our body loses the collagen and elasticin, which helps prevent wrinkling, especially around the fine lines around your eyes. CoQ10 is known to help decrease those wrinkles because of the antioxidants. It's a very powerful antioxidant to fight free radicals, and I think that is such a great thing to spray on your skin the first thing in your skincare routine after cleansing. So this is not just a prep, but it's also a prep and you know, almost like a serum. It's like already starting to work the second you put it on. So I love that you can also just mist this on the face and then use a cotton pad, or you can mist your cotton pad. I prefer to mist my face, but I really, really like this. I think it's really beautiful, and it's been doing wonders for my oily, dehydrated skin. Works really great. It doesn't leave my skin feeling stripped or dry. It's like perfectly moisturized and ready for the next step. So I absolutely love that, and I definitely see myself repurchasing that the second I run out. And the next thing I have is something I feel like isn't that talked about on YouTube, at least in the YouTube videos or channels that I watch, and this is by the brand Lipland. Now, first, the packaging I feel looks very tacky. That's it. It looks really tacky. I don't like the packaging, but the applicator is really great. It's a matte lipstick, and you can kind of tell by the matte frosted applicator. I tried these out at O'Reilly Rose, which is Forever 21's like makeup store, or their, you know, like their branch Ulta or whatever you want to call it. And they had so many beautiful colors to choose from. Some that I feel like I wasn't really seeing in liquid lipsticks, you know, just a little bit different from every other brand right now. And this one wasn't just like this is a pink shade, but it's not, it has a touch of berry too without being like a really dark berry lip. I don't know, I just thought it was so pretty. And these were very inexpensive. I want to say it was like $11 or $12. So this isn't up there with the Stilas or Tarts or whatever else that you want to compare it to for a liquid lipstick. So I wanted to try this out, and I've been really, really impressed with the formula. It lasts super long. I would say it's like even more heavy duty than like my Stila, which are like probably my favorite liquid lipsticks. This one somehow lasts longer. I don't know how that is. You can definitely eat with this. I've eaten a full plate of like barbecue with this lipstick on, and it still managed to stay on somehow. So I don't know. I think this is a really great formula. This is the shade Tattletale, by the way. And let's see. Yeah, I just don't know that much about this brand, but I've been really impressed with how this performs. So it's kind of fun and going in Riley Rose. If you have one close to you, it's just a fun experience. It brings me back to when I was like a little girl, you know, trying on, like, it's all pink and it's super girly. It's really pretty. I love it. I think it's a really fun experience, and you get to try brands like Lipland or maybe something else that's more internet sensational that you haven't had a chance to actually feel and touch for yourself. So I really enjoyed it. But yeah, I've been really impressed with that formula. I just can't believe how well it stays on. I will say it takes time to get off. Like, you need a good lip remover to get it off, but formula wise, can't complain. And something I like to pair with that, and other liquid lipsticks for that matter, is this right here. It's by Covergirl, and most of Covergirl's stuff, I have to say, I am not a fan of. I don't see any name on this at all. It's just the number 72990, number 2. Don't have any idea what that means, but this is their, I saw this when I was browsing through the drugstore and it said it was a liquid lip hydrator or something like that. So it said you could apply over liquid lips without disturbing the liquid lip. And it smells like cotton candy actually to me. And it says that it's infused with vitamin E. So it just looks like this. And it works so beautifully over liquid lips. It does what it says. It does not disturb it, and it gives more moisture, especially if you start to get like a little bit of flakiness in the middle. This is like one of the best purchases of 2018 that I feel like I've made, as far as like bringing more value to the products I already own for an inexpensive price. So I highly, highly recommend this product. I wish I knew the name of it, other than it's supposed to go on top of liquid lips and it's by Covergirl. But yeah, I absolutely love this. If I find it, I will put it in the description box below. So keep a lookout. Ask for it to put in your stocking, something like that. It's something that's really easy for someone to get, but it has a lot of use. So I love it. Oh, and one more thing I want to add. You can put this underneath liquid lipsticks as well, to just moisturize your lips, and it doesn't make the liquid lips slide around or get too gloopy, and it just moisturizes. So I don't know, I'm all around happy. It's like a 2-in-1. I think it's a beautiful product. Okay, next thing, I'm almost done. I have a few more things. This is by Natasha Denona. This is the Safari palette. It's all matte, and I'm sure if you have been on YouTube at all, you know about this palette, and I just think the colors are so, so unique for a matte palette. I haven't seen anything like this before. I have nothing like this in my collection. So to me, this is totally worth the money. I love her matte formula. I think that they're very smooth, very easy to blend. I have this on my eyes right now. I have the shade Stone in my inner eyelid right here. I have Masai and the outer portion right here, with a little bit of Voodoo as well, and a little bit of Rhino on my crease, as well as Desert Date on my lower lash line and right in the center part here. So I love this palette. I think it's so beautiful. It blends like a dream. It is more expensive, but with most of these palettes from Natasha Denona, I realized if you wait it out, I think you can usually get them on sale, like 20% off, or wait till the Sephora sale, or wait till Natasha Denona has them on sale on her website. It will happen. You just have to wait it out, I think. So it's super beautiful, and I'm so happy I purchased it. Now that I have it, I feel like I couldn't live without it. It's so great. And keeping with eyeshadows, the next thing I have is by the brand Kaja, I think is how you pronounce it. This is new to Sephora, and this is in the shade Rosewater number 01. And these are just glittery eyeshadows. So this is like a light dusty pink or champagne-y pink. This one here is more of like a very pretty light rose. And then you have more of like a berry color at the bottom. And these are so beautiful. I think especially with like the pink trend right now, I really felt like you got the value for your money. This was about $20 to $22 for these 3 glittery eyeshadows. But it's not a full palette of rose like the Huda Beauty or anything like that. So if you're looking to kind of just try out a trend and not break the bank or anything, I think this is a really great buy for your buck. And I just can't believe how shiny, how buttery, and these last on the eyes all day long. I just absolutely love this formula. So I hope this this brand stays around, because I've really been enjoying it, and I think it's really pretty and totally worth the value. Next, I have a kind of like a tool, I guess you would say. This is by Inglot. This is the Duraline. A lot of people have talked about this, but I feel like it's just kind of been forgotten about recently. And you can see there's just a little droplet here. You just mix this into any of your makeup products. You can mix this with an eyeshadow and get a waterproof eyeliner. Or you can mix this into like a pot eyeliner that's been drying out, or like the Bobbi Brown eyeliners. I've used it for that before. You just put a couple drops in and it brings it back to life. So this product is totally worth the money. I recently discovered a new use for this. Those little butter glazing, what are they called? The eyeshadows that have like that bouncy texture. Mine were starting to dry out because those kind of products dry out so quickly. So I just put a couple drops of this in, and I was able to just glide it on the lid again like normal. So this runs about $14 to $16, I want to say, and you can get it at Beautylish from, I think that's where I purchased this one from what I remember. And it's so, so worth the money to make products that you already have in your collection last longer, and you can love them longer too, especially your favorites. So I absolutely love that. I think it's worth the money, worth the value. So the next thing I want to introduce is a beautiful fragrance, and the bottle is gigantic. It is this right here. It's by Kenzo. It's the L'Elixir. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but this fragrance is just so, so beautiful. It's sweet while also being like a gourmand, almost like you want to eat it, but also cozy at the same time and warm. And the notes in this fragrance are orange blossom combined with Bulgarian rose, a gourmand effect provided by praline, a subtle and warm trail enhanced by soft and sensual bourbon vanilla absolute that is united with powdery chords. And I really feel like you get all of those notes within this fragrance. It's definitely reminds me of a cold day where I want to be in a snuggly sweater and cozied up to someone on the couch watching my favorite movies for fall. It just gives the best homey feeling in the best way while still being sexy and sensual. So this is definitely one of my favorite fragrances right now, and I will continue to wear this and just love every bit of it, every second of it, and create new memories with it. And the last thing that I have here is actually almost like a bundle, because this is one of my favorite matte lipsticks at the moment. So separate from a liquid lipstick, this is in a tube, and these are the Too Faced lipsticks, and these are from the Peach collection, and these smell like peach and fig. I'm actually wearing one of these on my lips, and that is in the shade Stop Traffic. Looks like this. And this just reminds me of fall too. I think this is like with a perfect fall red shade. And the packaging, I think they killed it with this. It has a weight to it. It feels luxurious. They even have like little embossed peaches on here, which I think is super cute. But the formula of this matte lipstick, as you can see, it's not like probably the most matte that I have in my collection, but it's more comfortable than any matte I have in my collection. The formula is so similar to me on the lips as the Tom Ford matte lipsticks. I would say the Tom Fords might be like 10% more creamier as far as the feel, but they both feel super lightweight. They last a super long time. I would say the Too Faced ones probably last a little bit longer in my opinion. But the best thing about these is they're super long lasting as you wear them, but they're easy to take off at the end of the day. And I don't think I could think of another lipstick that is really long lasting but also easy to take off, at least not at the top of my head. So I absolutely adore these, and I think their color selection is amazing. So these are all kind of like a variation of a red. So I really, really, really love how they did their reds. So I have pretty much all of the reds. So whether you want like a hot orangey red or like what I'm wearing today, I think they really nailed it as far as the color selection goes. What's great is they also have the colors on the bottom as well as the top. So if you do have a generous collection of makeup, like myself, then you are able to find what you need in a short amount of time. And that is something I truly appreciate in branding and packaging from a makeup company. So yeah, that really completes this video. I hope you enjoyed watching my favorites and things that I've enjoyed. Please leave down in the comments what your favorites have been for the month of November. And until next time, I will see you then. Bye guys.